Yeah, good morning, everyone. So,
Hey, good morning, Pratyush.
now we'll start the session. Last class, what we have seen here, the last class, we have seen data representation, right? What is literals, what is variable or identifier, and what are the fundamental data types we have, right? And also, if you go, we'll be having different types of literals, right? For an example, let's suppose integer is something. Integer integer is one kind of a literal, right? Integer literal integer literal you can take example as let's suppose student number, student student roll number, right? Student roll number you can take, or id you can take, or else employee employee number you can take, right? So these are comes under literals, you can say, integer literals. When it comes to float literals, float literals right? Float literals are nothing but, you can take it as, for an example, you can take it as mm, result result results comes in points, right? Floating point values. So you can consider results, percentage, you can say gdp, right? gdp GDP of India also, it comes under floating point value only, right? Likewise, this you can take examples. Third is string literals. How you can say it is string literals? Because it is taking the data, sorry, literals. It is taking the data like name. Okay, example you can take name, and place you can take, gender you can take. These are what? This comes under string literals. Okay, literals are nothing but the values what we are entering, right? In this place you can see a is equals to 10, it is, right? So 10 is nothing but the literal. What kind of literal it is? Integer literal it is, right? In the next scenario, b is equals to python. Inside this double quote, if anything we are writing, that is nothing but an string, right? Inside double quote or single quote or triple double quote or triple single quote, that comes under string. We'll see what these are. So this is string literal. Okay, string literal it is. Got it? Next, if we see the fourth one, you can take boolean. Okay, boolean, we have seen these things. What is boolean, right? Boolean you can take the value as either it could be true or false, right? Only two options, boolean. Or also you can consider it as 0 and 1, right? But it returns in true and false. Got it? Also you can take date literals. Okay, it it says the dates. Okay, we'll see what these date literals are. Okay, so these are some literals we have. Or you can also call it as the values, right? Integer values, float values, string values. 10 is a integer value, python is a string value or a string literal, right? Likewise you can use these literals, right? Now when it comes to identifiers or variables are nothing but which stores the value, right? Which stores the value. It takes, or you can say after the application user input, like whatever we are giving, right? Let's suppose if we are giving a is equals to 10, right? Here 10 is nothing but the value, but who is going to store this value? A is going to store the value 10. That's why it is known as variable, right? And this, for storing any value, it is the programmer responsibility to store anything in particular variable. And this variable could be anything. Okay, this variable could be anything, but not some rules are there, right? We have to prevent something to getting any error. Okay, so what these are now, where we are going to store this? This is nothing but in the main memory, we are going to store all the data, whatever we are storing inside an object, or we can say variable. If we are using this variable will take or will store this value and keep it in main memory, right? So this value is going to store inside the main memory, right? Inside the main memory, this value is going to store inside the main memory, right? So these are something. Now what are the rules we have to follow, or what are the rules we have to take care of? Okay, so that, okay, like let's suppose an example we'll take for this. If we follow the rules, we won't get any error. Rules, okay, what are the rules of declaration of variable? What these are? First of all, if I am writing number is equals to 1 2 3, right? So this is the proper way of storing any data into any variable, right? What we are doing, 1 2 3 is going to be stored inside number, and this number now going to give this value or the memory to the main memory, right? Now number is equals to 1 2 3. But what if I am writing any starting with any kind of number? 1 2 is 1 2 abc is equals to again 2 3 4, right? What should be the answer? What should be the result? What should be the result? What should be the result? Lokesh, Yasin.
Pratyush, actually, there is a lag in your screen share. Your voice is in sync, but for me, there is a lag actually.
Okay, now is it coming properly?
Uh, yeah, now I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I
So
can see.
what I'm saying is values, sorry, variables are nothing but which stores the value, right? Which stores the value, and also it gives the value to the main memory, right? But in this case number is equals to 1 2 3. This is valid syntax, right? This we can call it as a valid syntax. This is valid, and if we try to execute this, see here, we can execute it. But what if we are writing from the front? If you see, 1 2 3 we have taken, and again ABC. Is it valid or invalid?
I think it's invalid.
Why? Because of this one
Uh,
rule. right?
Variables.
We
Yeah,
cannot
variables.
start the variable because Python is totally case sensitive, right? Python is a case sensitive, and if we are starting the writing of our variable name with any digit, then it will give the error, right? What error it is? Syntax error. If you see here, we are using number is equals to 1 to 3, which is a valid syntax. Here it comes an invalid syntax, right? It is a invalid syntax. Now, next again we'll see one more. We'll keep. Now, let's suppose I am starting hash number is equals to 1 2 3. Why it is coming like this? Why it is coming like this? If I'm using hash number, why it is coming like this? The simple reason is hash is nothing but it makes our sentence as a comment. Okay, so whenever we try to make any comment or write any comment, for that the thing we have to use is hash. If you see, previously also we have used this hash. Okay, with the help of hash we can give the knowledge of particular thing, right? So what we are doing here, we are storing, we are using this num, and num is nothing but the identifier or variable. So we are just acknowledging that this is just an comment, right? This is just an comment, and it is not going to print anything, it is not going to do anything in our program. But it is also really important terms when it comes to acknowledging anyone, right? Let's suppose I have written any block of code where the third person cannot be able to understand it. So with the help of this comment, with the help of this comment, we can say, right, we can say that this number or this whatever we are performing, whatever the operation we are performing, that has some particular meaning. So with the help of this comment we can do so, right? So this is comment, and we cannot, even though we are writing like this, hash number is equals to 1 to 3, we won't get any error because this hash is making all these things as an comment, right? It is making it as an comment. But so there is a rule says what? Rules. First is we cannot use any special character, special character while using or while writing variable, right? While writing variable means this we can consider, right? These are, this is valid, this is valid, this is invalid, and this is also invalid. But it won't give any error, right? It won't give any error. This is invalid only because we are trying to initialize the value, right? We are trying to initialize the value, but it won't give any error. Fine. Next, that's why if we are writing anything wrong, then it is giving syntax error. Let's suppose next I am writing, acha, one more thing I forgot to write here. We cannot use a special character except underscore, except underscore. means we can use underscore as our variable. Let's suppose underscore is equals to 20. Here we are storing, here we can use this underscore as an variable. Underscore is equals to 20, right? Here we are storing 20 value inside this underscore variable. If we write underscore, it will give 20 variable, right? So we can use this underscore as an variable. Also, if you want, we can use underscore number is equals to 20. So same thing, if you try to write it here, underscore number, same, it is getting executed, right? So these are some rules we have to follow. Then also we can use like this: salary 123 is equals to 34,000, right? 34,000. This is what we can use. First we have to, the rule says what, we have to start it from the letters, then we can use any number. So we can write it here: we we have to start start writing the variable name with letters. Okay, with letters. With letters. And and after that we can use numbers, right? That's what we have seen here. Salary 123. If we try to execute this, salary 123. Okay, it is giving the result. So we can use anything like this, right? So this is also something which is valid. This is also valid only. Next, what if we want last result, last printed result? What if we want? Okay, simply nothing to worry, nothing to do. Just write this underscore. This underscore says what? It is storing the last printed value or the last returned value, you can say. So last returned value is what? 34,000, right? If we try to this is saying 34,000, right? Last printed value is 34,000. Also you can perform some operations here. 34,000 means underscore plus 23, right? So it is giving 34,000, which is storing sorry, underscore which is storing 34,000 plus 23, means it is giving 34,023. So with the help of this underscore we can get the last printed value, right? Last printed value. These are simple things, right? This comes under variables, right? And I hope you know we also cannot use keywords, right? Rule second, rule second says what? We cannot use keywords as our variable, right? We cannot use keywords as our variable. So what does it mean? If I'm writing if is a keyword, right? It is a conditional statement. If is a keyword, if is equals to 1 2 means we are trying to store 12 inside if, but this if is an conditional statement and it is also known as keyword and has a separate meaning, right? It has a separate meaning, right? It is a reserved word, we can say. It is a reserved word. We cannot use it in our variable as our variable, we cannot use it. So this will give invalid, right? If you try to print this, it will give syntax error. Why? We cannot use this if as a variable. Also, if you try to execute else else is also one of the keyword, as a separate meaning, right? So this is also invalid only. If you go else, in this case you see else, it is showing syntax error, right? So we cannot use any kind of else if as an variable, right? These are something more if you see. But if you want to use this if and else, you can go ahead with else. Either you can go with this, or you can also use this, right? Else equals to 1 2 3, right? Simple. I'll copy this. Okay, I'll make it comment. Else is equals to 1 2 3. Now it is not giving any kind of error, right? Else underscore is equals to 1 2 3. It is not giving any kind of error. Means we can use any keyword, but there should be something which is not considered as a keyword, right? Else underscore. So it is making this underscore is making this else as a keyword, sorry, variable, right? So now variable is going to store 1 2 3. If we write the same, if we try to execute this, it is giving 1 2 3. Means we are not supposed to use if else, which are keywords. Also for is a keyword, it is giving error. Why? For we cannot use, for is an keyword as a separate meaning in the programming, right? But else underscore, it don't have any meaning in the programming term, right? Else underscore, so we can use it in variable. Got it? These are something. Let me write. This is valid only. This is valid. Again, this is what? Invalid, right? I'll copy this. I'll paste it here. I'll paste it here. Got it? Simple it is. These terms are simple, but we have to know about these things also. Fine. This is the interview question. Without using any variable or without using any print statement, how we can get the value of last printed value, of last printed returned value? How we can get that value, right? So simply, no need to write anything, simply go with this, right? Underscore and print it. So it is giving last printed value 123. Simple it is, right? So now next is data types, right? We have seen here, we have seen data representation consists of re- literals or values, identifiers or variables, identifiers or variables, or it is or, right? And also data types, right? Data types. Here these are data types. Some data types are integer, float, boolean, complex. Okay, you can also take it as string. String also one of the data type. These are the basic data types. We should know about these things. Okay, collection of characters. It could be numerical also, numerical, alphabets, or alpha numerics. Okay, alpha numerics, right? Alphanumerics. So string consists of, it is a collection of characters which are numerical also we can use, alphabets also we can use, and alphanumeric also we can use, right? This is something string. Fine. Next, now we have to see the data types, right? We have to see the data types. Now we have seen like integer is an data type which stores the integral or integer type of data. Float, it is stores, the purpose of float is nothing but to store decimal values or floating point values inside the main memory, right? Likewise boolean, okay, boolean is also something with the purpose of boolean is nothing but to store the value as true and false, right? Either it could be true or false. Complex, something which can store real part and imaginary part, right? In the main memory it can store real part and the imaginary part. Example you can say a plus b day, a plus bj, right? Any kind of variable we can store inside a and b, like 20 plus 10j, that is not nothing but 20 is an real value, right? 20 is an real value, whereas 10, or we can say a is real and b is nothing but the imaginary part, right? And we have seen how we can get the real and imaginary part. You can see this is what the example. And if you see the type of this, it is nothing but complex. When you try to when you try to get the value of real and imaginary, simply you can write d dot real, it gives 10.0. Why? Because it is a real part. Similarly, d dot image means imaginary part, right? D dot imaginary part, it is nothing but the imaginary, right? Fine. These are the simple things. Now today we are going to see 14 types of data types. What these are? So now the data types, the purpose of data type is what? To allocate memory space in the main memory, right? So we'll write the purpose first. The purpose of the data type is to store or to allocate the memory space in the main memory, in the main memory, right? The purpose of the data type is to, right, the purpose of the data type is to allocate the memory space in the main memory, right? The purpose of it is to store it in the main memory, right? And in python, right, in python we have 14 types of data type which has been classified into six types, right? It has been classified into six types or six classes, you can say, right? What these are? First, it is known as fundamental data types. Fundamental data types. One by one, we'll see what these are. Second one is sequence data type. Sequence data type. Third, third is nothing but list. List data type. Okay. Also, you can call it as collections. Collection. Okay. data structures, collection or data structures you can call it as. Fourth one, is nothing but set category, set category, set category. One by one we'll see. Okay. Fifth one, is nothing but dict, dict is nothing but it is a dictionary, right? Dict category, it is a dictionary, right? Also, it is also a collection data type, and you can call it as same data structure. Okay, fine. Next, last one is sixth. That is a none type. That is a none type. None type. Okay, none type is also a data type, right? One by one we'll see. First we'll see integer. Okay, first we'll see integer. Then we'll see float. Now, what are those 14 data types? We were talking about the 14 data types, right? So one by one we'll see what these are. First, integer, right? First is integer. Now, second is float. Now, third is nothing but boolean, right? And the last one in fundamental data type is nothing but the fourth one. Okay? The fourth one, that is nothing but complex. And we have seen the integer kind of data type, float kind of data type, boolean and complex. But we'll see in deep, okay, what these are and what it can do, right? Chalo. First of all, before knowing the integer, we should know about the number system, right? We should know about the number system, right? We should know about the number system. What this number system is. Number system is nothing but we have few terms, right? In this number system, we have few terms like in number system, we have default number system as decimal. Okay. So whatever we are writing here, right? Whatever we are writing, number is equals to 1, 2, 3. This comes under a decimal value. These are nothing but a decimal number system. This comes under decimal number system, right? Default, by default, the variable, whatever the value we are taking as a numerical value, that is nothing but the decimal value, right? The decimal value. Okay. So we have first is decimal, second is binary. Okay, binary, and the base of binary is nothing but 2. Okay, base of binary is nothing but 2. Next is third one is octal, and again the base of octal is 8, right? And the last one is nothing but hexadecimal, you can call it as hexadecimal, right? Hexadecimal, base 16. Fine, it is. Yasin, Lokesh, are you able to hear me? Yeah. Lokesh, what about you? Lokesh, are you there? In the chat box, you can message me. Yeah, great, fine. So these are something which comes under number system, right? These are the number systems. Now, one by one, we'll see what these number systems are, right? One by one, we'll see what these number systems are, right? First, we'll see what we can write. Now, in see number here, variable is storing an integer kind of data, right? Integer kind of data. Now, what if I'm writing first of all ID of number, right? That is one of the method. Then we'll write type of the number. Also, we will write print of number. Now you see print of, right? Here I'll write address of the variable, right? Address of the variable. Address of the variable is nothing but this. Next we'll write copy. I'll or better I'll go with this copy and paste it here. Type of. So we'll write the data type of variable is, or we can write it like this. Fine. Now you see address of variable is nothing but this. So this is the particular address for storing 1, 2, 3, right? The data type of variable is nothing but class integer. What it is? Class integer. It is now storing integer type of class variable, right? Means the object. See, anything in Python is an object, right? So number is equals to 1, 2, 3 means number is an object which is storing value of some type, of some class. What class? Integer class it is, right? So any data type we are using, that is nothing but an class in Python, right? Any kind of data type we are using, that is nothing but an class. And anything what we are using as a variable, that is also comes under object. That also we can call it as an object. Fine. And you see print number. Number means it is printing the value of number, right? Getting my point? Also, if you want, simply what you can do, number multiply with 2. Number multiply with 2. It will give multiplication of 2 with 123, which is nothing but 146. Simple it is. What if I want to store inside anything? I can go ahead with this. Number 1 is equals to, now we are storing number in multiply with 2. The multiplication of 2 with number we are storing inside number 1 means now this is separate object. This is separate object, right? Number 1 is separate object, right? So now this is going to store, and if we try to run this number 1, it is nothing but 246, right? Also, as Python is case sensitive, Python is what? Python is case sensitive, right? Python is case sensitive. What does it mean? If I am writing number is equals to 23, right? Again, after printing it, print of number, right? After printing it, sorry, this p, okay? After printing it, again I am initializing num is equals to 23, or let's suppose 56. Print of number. What should be the answer? Lokesh Yasin. What should be the answer here?
Um, I think first print it will give error, Pratyush,
Why?
because N is a capital. It is a case sensitive, right? So
Fine. Here. This. Fine. Great. Now next.
here it gives 56 in the second.
In the second one. Now it is giving, for first it is giving 23, for second it is giving 56, right? But what if again I am writing number is equals to 34 and again I am printing it 34. Sorry, not 34. Yeah,
It will give
I'll
34.
I'll make it as a comment. Now you tell me what would be the answer.
Oh,
It is
56 and
34 only.
34.
54, 6 and 34, right? Because now you see Python is case sensitive, but also if you are using same variable name with different values, so the last value it will take as a data or the value, right? It won't take this value. Now it is overcoming with this, means overlapping we can call it as. Now this variable will be, now this sorry, this variable will get collected by whom? GC. What it is? GC, garbage collector, right? So this number 23 is going to be collected by the garbage collector, because after using the same variable here, after using the same variable here, right? This variable is nothing but a waste of memory, or we can say it is the unused memory. And the purpose of garbage collector is nothing but to collect the unused memory which is not in use, right? So in this case number is equals to 23. After using number is equals to 24, right? Number is equals to 23 becomes unused memory, right? It becomes unused memory. So it will get collected by garbage collector. It will get collected by garbage collector. Getting my point? Right? This is something integer is. But now we'll see what these are: decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. Have you heard about these things? Decimal, binary, octal, hexadecimal. Lokesh, Yasin?
Yes, yes, Pratyush.
Yeah. Do you know how we can convert this binary into octal, octal into hexa, or hexa into octal? Do you know?
I heard it, but I couldn't remember exactly now.
Fine, not an issue. So now we'll see how we can convert the decimal number system into octal, right? Or octal into decimal. So now let's suppose I am using any variable called a. A is equals to 0, b, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. If you see here, 0. Okay. Why we are getting the value of 0b10101 as 21? Why we are getting the value of the output of 0b10101 as 21? So now we'll see. We are converting, in this case, we are converting the bits or the binary value into decimal, right? We are converting it into decimal. So how we can convert this into decimal, right? Or also, if we try 21, so bin of 21, bin is nothing but the binary, right? Bin of 21, it is giving the same 0b10101, 0b10101. But how? What is the mathematical intuition behind this? How we can convert this, right? So for this, we'll try to do it in Paint. Okay, we'll use this so that you'll get an idea. Chalo. Now same thing we'll see. Okay, same thing we'll see. The value was a is equals to this. Okay. Is it visible to you guys? Is it visible? Yeah. Now what we have to do? Simply, what I'll do is for 21, right? For writing 21. Okay. Now 21 it is. For this, first we'll see for this, right? 0, that is a 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, not 1 0 1 0 1, right? 1 0 1 0 1. And it is, we'll give some space. We'll try to give some space here. Now, simply what we can do for this. Now you see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bits we have. And the output for this is what? 21. So how we can get the 21 value, right? How we can get the 21 value here, right? So what we can do for this? Now, simply, for each and every bit, for each and every bit, right? What we have to do to make it, right? Simply. Now you count, this is 1 bit. So as the base of binary is nothing but 2, right? The base of binary is nothing but base of, base is what? 2, right? Base of binary is nothing but 2, right? So we have to calculate with the help of this 2 value, right? Now, simple. Simple it is. We'll see what this is. For this one, for this one, what we have to write is 2 power of 2 power of 0. Okay, it's not visible. 2 power of 0, right? For this bit, we have to see from the right to left. Okay, we are going to see from right to left. Which direction? This direction. Okay, we have to go like from right to left. Okay, now 2 power of 0 for this, also 2 power of 0, and plus multiply with, also we have to multiply it with something. Okay, so multiply with 1, because the first bit is 1 only, right? The first bit is 1 only. So we'll go with this. Multiply with 1, right? Uh, just a second. Multiply it with 1, right? For first bit, we are using 2 power of 0 multiply with 1. Answer is, okay, we'll see. We'll see the answer also, right? Now for next bit, next bit is what? 0. 0 means if we multiply anything with 0, it will give what? 0 only. So 2 power of 0, then for this 2 power of 1. 2 power of 1 multiply with 0. Whatever it is, it will become 0 only. For next bit means 2 power of 2. This is 2 power of 1 for 0. Now for again 1, it is 2 power of 2. So we can write simply 1 multiply with 2 power of 2, right? 2 power of 2, right? 2 power of 2, 2 power of 2. Next, for this also plus here also plus, it should be plus, right? Now plus for next this bit, what it should be? 2 power of 3 multiply with 0. 2 power of 3 multiply with 0, it will become 0 only, right? So no need to write it. Next is 2 power of 4. So 1 multiply with 2 power of 4. 2 power of 4. Now you try to calculate these things. Now you try to calculate these things. Here it is plus, right? Here it is plus. Plus it is. Right? In this, in here it is plus only. Right? Yeah, plus it is. Now you try to calculate. Now you try to calculate this. For this, it is giving what? It is giving 2 power of 0 multiply with 1. It is 1 only, right? 2 power of 0, it will become 1. 1 multiply with 1, that is nothing but 1, right? That is nothing but 1. So here 1, okay, 1 for this. Next is plus 2 power of 2, that is nothing but 4. 4 multiply with 1, that is nothing but 4 only, right? So plus, it is nothing but 4. Next bit, for next bit, it is 4, 2 power of 4. 2 power of 4, that is nothing but 16, right? 2 power of 4, that is nothing but 16. 16 multiply with 1, that is nothing but 16 only. So if we calculate for each and every bit, we are getting 16, 4 and 1. If you calculate this, the value of this is nothing but 21. The value of this is nothing but 21. Means you see, for first bit, we have 2 power of 0 multiply with 1, right? For next bit, it is 0 means by default it will give 0 only, right? Then for 2 power of 2 multiply with 1, it is giving 4, right? And again 0 means 0 only. Last bit is 2 power of 4, right? 2 power of 4 multiply with 1, that is nothing but it gives 16. 16 plus 4 plus 1, that is nothing but the value is 21. That's why in this case, why you are getting 21. Now you got the idea. Now you got the idea,
Yes,
Yasin.
Pratish.
Yeah. So this is how we can calculate the bits, or we can convert the bits into decimals, right? But now what if I have the decimal value as 21 and want, now I want to convert this, now I want to convert this into binary, right? If we have this decimal value, we have to convert this decimal value into binary. What we can do, simply, nothing to worry about this, 2, the base is 2, right? So we will try to calculate with 2. Okay, 2, again 2, 10, 2 tens are 20, right? 2 tens are 20. Just give me a moment. 2 tens are 20, right? And the reminder it gives is nothing but 1. Okay, the reminder it gives is nothing but 1. Okay, now similarly for this also we have to write 2. The base is 2, that's why we have to write 2. 2 10 means 2 fives are, right? 2 fives are 10. Simply for this also 2 fives are 10 means we have to write 5 here, right? Fives are 10, but the reminder it gives is what? 0. It gives the reminder as, gives the reminder as 0, right? Next, for this 2, for this 2 means for this 5 again 2, right? 2 2s are 4, right? 2 2s are 4 means 4 means the reminder it will give is what? Again it will give 1, right? And for 2, and for 2, 2 ones are, 2 ones are, it is 2, right? So after this it gives 0. The reminder would be 0. Now we cannot divide it. So if you see the value, the decimal value is what? 21. Now we have converted. Now if you see, we have to see from the top to bottom. We have to see from the top to bottom. Sorry, from the bottom to top. We have to see from the bottom to top, right? So first bottom value is what? First bottom value is what?
1.
1, right? So we'll write 1. Okay, we will write 1. Next value is what? 0. 0 here. 1 0, then 1, then again it is 0, sorry, 0, then again it is 1. Now we have converted, right? We have converted this 21 value into binary. The binary value of 21 is nothing but 10101. Is it the same? 10101, right? So this is how we can calculate, or we can say conversion conversion of conversion of decimal into binary, and binary into decimal. right? This is how you can see, you'll get the idea how we can convert the binary into decimal and decimal into binary. Getting my point, everyone? I will
Pratyush,
share this note. Yeah,
when initializing any binary values to the variable, so 0b would be the just to represent it is a binary value, so it is a
yes, yes,
default this thing, right?
yeah.
So there any binary value in Python.
Sorry.
I mean, to represent any binary value in Python, like a equals to 0b, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, every time
So
you have to
0b,
write it like this.
0b
For
is a
binary,
default.
zero b is the we can denote it like this. Okay, it is a proper syntax of how we can write the binary value to represent it as a binary 0b. And for octal also we have something called 0 o, right? Let's suppose 0 o of 23, right? If you write octal of 23, that is nothing but 19. Tomorrow we'll see how we can convert the octal into decimal or hexadecimal, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So, do you have any question now?
No, just wanted to confirm that thing 0b or 0o.
Zero B it is. Okay, fine. So today we have seen the variables, the identifiers, the literals. Also, we have seen the data types. Okay, integer, float, string, boolean, complex. These many data types we have seen, but in deep we are going to see these things also. Okay, apart from this, we have seen how we can convert the decimal into binary or the binary into decimal. Okay, so this comes under conversion of binary into decimal, right? And this comes under conversion of decimal into binary, right? This is, if you see this, what we are converting the decimal into binary, right? I'll save this and I'll share this also. Okay, I'll share this binary decimal. Fine, it is. Hmm. Anything, if you have any question, you can ask me. Lokesh, Yasin.
So you are writing the Python commands in Jupyter, right, Pratyush? So is
Yeah,
there any
Jupyter.
difference if you're using in the command, I mean, with this Python console which we have
No,
downloaded
no,
in,
we can go ahead with that also.
okay.
We can, if you want, we can go with that also. See, ideally it is same similar kind of thing we can write here also. See, let's suppose this binary only, binary of uh, bin of 23. It is giving the same value, right? So we can use this, both we can use. Okay, if you want tomorrow, from tomorrow we'll use this one. Later on, I'll show you how we can use Jupyter as well.
Yeah,
And
sure.
also we
I'm
have,
just confirm. I'm fine with it. Yeah, anything.
sorry,
No, no, just wanted to know is there any difference? I think we're good to use this one also, right? Jupyter.
you can use any of this.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
See, a programmer wants the convenient way to write the code, right? So this is kind of a convenient way how we can write the code. Here, if you see the basic, we cannot say disadvantage, but for this, if you see, if we are writing any file here, right? If we are writing a longer, let's suppose 100 or 200 line of code we are writing. For that, we have to save it. We have to save it, right? Every time whenever we are writing a program we have to save it in a file, right? But for this only one file it is there, and in this cells, right, these are multiple cells, these are multiple cells. In one cell also we can write a longer code, 100 or 2 line of 200 line of code, and also we can execute it. Means multiple programming can be written inside one file. That's why I'm using this Jupyter. We can write multiple things, and also we do
Yeah,
not need to save it again and again. That's
yeah,
why I'm
understood.
using this. Yeah, fine. So, okay, thank you so much. If you have any doubt, if you want to listen more, you can access. If you want to have a knowledge of previous demo classes, you can see the classes what we have in the Harsha Technologies YouTube channel. Okay, there you can find out what we have seen till now. And also, if you have missed any session, you can see the videos. Videos are available there, right? And if you have any kind of queries, you can ask me at any time. Okay, this number you can contact for anything. Okay, next we'll see. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for attending the class. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Thank you.